Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth. In today's tutorial, I will be learning how to bead a dress in a very simple way. If you watch this video to the end, you will learn how to transform your outfit from this looking like this. And with the pattern that I'll be showing you in this video, you'll be able to create a design like this and many more designs. I hope this is what you're interested in watching. Kindly stay tuned and let's get started. So for our beading, we'll be needing beads. You can use any kind of bead that you have. So this is crystal bead, the plastic one. This is a seed bead, some call it the sand bead. So you can also use it for this to bead your dress. And not only that, we'll still need other things like we have the thread. So while beading, you can use your normal thread or you use your fishing line. So all depends on the kind of fabric you are working with. So you can use your fishing line, and this fishing line comes in sizes. So the size of bead you are going to use will determine the size you are also going to buy. As you can see, this is 0.25 mm. So for beading, we also use these are invisible thread. It comes in white and in black. So you can also use this depending on what you are beading. Especially if you are beading the body parts of your dress. I don't encourage you to use it if you are doing fringes. Then these are our beading needle. It also comes in size. And we also have this curve needle, beading needle. Use it for places that you cannot use, you'll not be able to access with your straight beading needle. We also have another one that is not in this video. That's the longer one of that beading needle. So let's get started. I've gone ahead to mark out the lines I'll be using to show you how to bead in this tutorial, because I will not be using the dress. So I'll mark out the line, then I'll be using my normal thread. So after fixing my thread on my needle, you make sure you notch the edge. That way, while beading or after beading, your beads will not be pulling or start losing from that point. So I'll go ahead to notch it, then I'll cut out. So always make sure that your threading is very neat. So that way you get a neat beading. So the first pattern we are going to do is the running stitch method. So this method is one of the simplest method in beading. So first thing, I'll go ahead and secure my thread like this. So you can also double your sewing to secure it very well, so that after beading you will not end up having a beaded dress that is losing from this other end. So after I was done notching it, I'll go ahead and start beading. So for us to get started, I'll be using my pearl bead. So this is a pearl bead. So for the running stitch, I'll go ahead and pick just one at a time. So like I said, this is the simplest method. So you can also use other bead if you want, depending on what you are working on. So for this way, I'll be using the pearl bead. So I'll pick just one of that bead like you see me do. Then once you pick that one, make sure you hold it firmly. Then put your needle in front of the bead. Then bring it out. Just few. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Just bring it out small. So depending on um how close you want it or how wide you want it, that's how you're going to bring out your needle. I hope you understand what I'm doing. So just watch again. You see, you just put your bead, pass your needle in front of the bead itself, then bring it out. So you can also use measurement for it. You can be marking half inch or 0.25, as if you want to maintain the space that you want for this. Like I said, this is the simplest method of beading. So just watch. So I'll continue doing it up to the point that I want it to get to. So with this beading pattern, you can create different kind of design with this. So if you pay close attention to how I'm beading this dress, you'll be able to bead this kind of dress and this other one that Vicky James is wearing. So that's it. So this how to bead this kind of dress. So just watch and make sure you practice. So while we are beading, let's also discuss about beading. The truth is, beads itself are not that expensive, but the main thing is the effort and the time you're putting in to bead that dress. So that is why it's looking, it takes a whole lot of time and patience. If you're not patient enough, more you cannot bead because you need a whole lot of patience to be able to bead. So just learn it step by step and you'll be able to get it and practice, and that's it. So if you find this video helpful, kindly subscribe, share this video and do well to comment. And I hope you are going to show me your own practical when you're done. So after beading each design that you want, here is how to notch the back side of it. Are you seeing? Just pinch the fabric a little. Just follow what I'm doing here. Are you seeing? So you can try to double this process. You can do it up to 2 or 3 times to make sure you secure it very well. So after this, I also show you another pattern of also doing the same run stitch. This is also another simple method. So for this method, I'll be using the sand or seed bead. So you can also use other kind of bead for it. You can use crystal bead or pearl bead for it. But one thing is you don't need to pack too much on the same line. If not, it will not balance or lap well. Are you seeing? So I just put 4 seed bead. You can try to use 5. Then the same process that we used to make the running stitch, that's the same process you are going to use. So hope you understand what I did here. So I just put in my 4 seed bead icing, so I make sure that it laps very well on the fabric icing. Then just put your pin in front of the bead. Just watch closely, you see what I'm doing. Put the bead the needle in front of the bead, then bring it out. So this spacing depends on how, like, the space that you want it to be. So you can remember, you can decide to use your measuring tape for this, or if you know how to use your bead to space it very well, then no problem. So just repeat the same method. Are you seeing? Just the same way that we did the first one is the same method, just that this one we are going to put in more than one bead. So remember, you can use 4 beads, more than, or 3 bead, or even 2 bead, depending on what you want to achieve. So this is how to do it. So this is what it looks like. So you can continue this process to how long you want it and the style you are working with too. So hope you understand what I did here. So after you're done with the length of each design you're making, make sure you notch properly. Very, very important to make sure you notch so that your work will not lose. Don't just come. So we are going further. So we're doing the next pattern, which is the back stitch method. So for this method is different from the first two that we did. So you're going to pass in the amount of bead that you need. So I'll be using seed bead for this. You can also use your crystal bead, your pearl bead for this. So I put in 6 seeds. Are you seeing? Now you put the bead in front like this, then you return it back to the center of the bead. So for example, if you use 4 bead, you return it back to the center, that is the second part. So for this tutorial I use 6 seed of bead. So I'll be bringing the needle back. Hope you understand. I'll be bringing the needle back, then I'll now return it. Are you seeing? Then return the needle back to the front. Just watch what I did here. So this method will help you to achieve a straight beading. If you are beading a dress that you don't want any space, so you are going to use this method, the back stitch method. This one will help you to arrange your beading very straight, and there will be no space with this method. So let's do it again. You see, put in your seed bead. So I'll be using 6 seeds of bead. Remember I said you can also use your crystal bead for this. So make sure you arrange it well. Then you pass it back. Put the needle back. Then return the needle. Are you seeing? To the center of your bead. So this, remember I use 6 seeds of bead. So I'll bringing it back on the center. That is the third bead. Then I'll just put it back like this. Are you seeing? I'll continue this process till you get the length that you want. So if you know how to do this method, are you seeing, you'll be able to achieve something like this. Are you seeing this Madam Precious top, this design? You'll be able to achieve something like this and many other designs. Are you seeing, with this method? So that's it. And now if you are beading a dress with this type of bead or any kind of style you're working with, you can be creative. Are you seeing? So you can decide to use 2 colors of bead. Are you seeing? Or more. So for here now you see me, I use the blue part, I use 4, then I added the silver color too. So just be creative. So you repeat this process till you achieve the design that you want or the length that you want. So this is what it looks like. So these are our back stitch. This method is so fine if you are working to achieve a straight beading. So use this method. I see. So I'll be showing you how we can quickly achieve something like this using this method that I just showed you now. So you can combine 2 to 3. If you can combine 2 of this beading method that I just showed you now, you'll be able to achieve a lot. So I'll quickly show you how to get the kind of beading that I just showed you on the screen. So in this beading, you need to be creative. Like I said, you need to be creative. So if you want to get a particular design, you can either use your chalk or your pencil or your biro to draw the pattern that you want, then you can bead. So let's get started. So first of all, I make a notch. So I did the first beading. I seen I stitched my pearl bead on the center part. You can decide, it's optional. So I'm just trying to show you how you can combine the two designs that I just showed you on one dress. So for the first method, I'll be using, so the first one I'll be using the back stitch method. So I'll pass in my bead. Remember, I can use from 2, 3, depending on how many beads you want, but don't make it too long. It will not be looking nice. So I'll be using 4 here, 4 seeds of bead. Then I'll pass it back, bring the needle back in the center of those beads. So I use 4, so I'll bring it back in the second one, then pass it in front, then continue the process like that. I see. And while doing this back stitch, make sure you are following the design that you marked out. It must not be straight line. So you can decide to work with a curved line, but make sure that your beads are arranging properly. Are you seeing? And don't over drag your thread. Don't overdraw it too much so that it will not be folding. So the next method I'll be using on this one design, I'll be using the running stitch method. So I'm trying to use this one to show you that you can combine different patterns of beading on one design or one dress. So for the running stitch, I see, put one bead, put the needle in front, then just pass the needle, just space it a little, then bring out your needle, and that's it. So while beading, like I said, you can be creative. You can work with different colors of bead. Are you seeing? And you can use two different sides of bead on one design. Just be creative. So I'll go ahead and bead it and show you what it looks like. So here is what it looks like after I've done beading. So you can just be creative. So just draw your lines properly, know the design you're working on, and boom, it will give you a very nice outcome. So here is our tutorial. I hope you learned something from this video, and I'm looking forward to see what you created with this design I just taught you. So see you in my next video, and stay tuned. I'll be showing you more of beading